So, within predictive modeling, marketing that is relevant to consumer behavior, I think Dave brought out context. So, context, relevant. Once you understand your customer, within this Fushini campaign, we segmented a database of people that had the highest propensity to be able to purchase that product. So we worked with them, and obviously we then looked at the consumer behavior trends and pulled the database based on that. Once that's done, you then have a higher return. So those are the sorts of predictive modeling. Also, what you can do within predictive modeling is not just a database-specific thing, but also with location-based services. It isn't ready yet in South Africa at the extent to which we'd like it. But obviously, when a customer, they're near a mall or they go to a mall X time, we're doing a campaign at the moment for ABSA. And what they want is they want people to come into the bank to sign up for Notify Me or Enhanced Notify Me. This is the thing. Who are your ABSA clients? All right, who uses Notify Me? Awesome. Who uses Enhanced Notify Me? Aha. So that's exactly it. The Enhanced Notify Me is a product that they want to sell. So a predictive modeling thing is saying, we're actually advertising this campaign on Please Call Me's from next month, where on a Saturday morning is when we expect most people to be in malls. So if we're expecting them to be in malls on a Saturday morning, we will book the slots for Please Call Me on a Saturday morning at the bottom of it to say, and this is only to obviously reinforce the brand message, to say, if you're an ABSA client, if you're at the mall, walk into your branch and you could get Enhanced Notify Me. So that's a bit of predictive modeling into it, though it goes into a whole lot more depth, and each campaign can be specifically segmented in a very detailed manner. So, I'm almost done, I promise. Let's just recap quickly. So what we've done is we've touched on the mobile marketing mix being made up of mobile technology, mobile advertising, and mobile media. The drivers for this are the 4 Ps, and the mind shift is between the old Ps and the new Ps. So this is something that's internal to CellSmart. What we've done is we've decided the techniques for implementing mobile marketing mix effectively is you get direct mobile marketing, which gives you brand awareness, and not just that, you use it specifically for sales promotions, promotional stuff. And your tools there are your messaging tools like SMS and MMS. That's a tiered approach. So you start off with direct mobile marketing. You use your current consumer base, and you drive your sales promotions and other promotions. You then have interactive mobile marketing. This becomes a bit more participative. By the way, these aren't exhaustive, and they move up the value chain the more ubiquitous the technology becomes. For example, right now, everybody supports SMS. So SMS is right up there. I mean, you want to use SMS, you get a bigger target audience, everybody has it, nobody doesn't use it, except for your grandmas and grandpas who are really old. All right, but apart from that, if you want the highest reach and penetration, you'll use SMS and messaging. However, when we become grandmas and grandpas, we're going to be using a whole lot of other technologies, so the value chain in the technology will move all the way up. Meaning, obviously Java applications or handset applications are going to become much more used. That way, it'll go all the way up. So, but your first tier is that one. So interactive makes it more participative. For the moment, what's being used in this one are Mobi sites and two-way SMSs and MMSs. Some people are exploring other techniques around that, using Bluetooth to make it more participative. But for the moment, those are the kind of tools that are being used. Not exhaustive, obviously. You then have integrated mobile marketing, and you then talk about CRM and loyalty. So you'll then choose to gain, obviously, build customer databases through these. So as you're building your customer databases, you're learning more about them, you're understanding their behavior patterns, their predictive modeling, all those sorts of techniques. You'll then participate with them. then you'll integrate them into your mix. You'll integrate them into your business strategy through CRM and loyalty programs. As you always say, it costs more to get a new client than to keep one, right? So who hasn't heard that? You know, it's cheaper to retain a client. So really, on this one, you know, mobile ticketing, barcodes, database building, those sorts of techniques are used here. There are a whole range of other ones, but the slide didn't have enough space, and half an hour isn't enough time. But for what it's worth, it gives you a high-level view of what your thought process should be through a tiered strategy, right? And then strategic mobile marketing. This one's a bit of a gray area, but this gives you opportunities to open up your brand or your marketing efforts into new areas. And you can build an effective brand just on mobile if you do it smartly enough. Sometimes, at the moment, you have mobile media that's growing, mobile strategies being developed as part of traditional and as part of brand strategies. But within the amount of eyeballs that mobile has at the current moment, the amount of penetration it has, when you really want to, when everybody talks about, as we hear people talk about the great penetration of mobile devices, the fact that it's ubiquitous, that it is everywhere. Yes, it is everywhere. So how do we leverage this? Leveraging mobile in a strategic manner and getting those 36 million people. If you could, let's assume you started a new brand, whatever the brand is, and you had access to, there were no technological barriers, there were no media barriers, you could have access to 36 million people. What would you do with that? How would you use this? What kind of strategy would you implement? Or what kind of mobile communication or marketing program would you create to leverage of mobile media, to leverage of your advertising, to be able to create a new brand or a new target market, or to maybe do a different product line? So this is where strategic mobile marketing really fits in. It's leveraging at a very strategic level or influencing or using your strategies and using mobile to influence change within those strategies from a marketing point of view. So that's the implementation guidelines, as we call it, for the mobile marketing mix. So, final recap. You have your 4 Ps driving these things. Fundamentally, that's where your thinking needs to be. When you start with designing a mobile marketing campaign, you do not talk about the price of the product or the placement or the promotion or what have you. You talk about, how am I going to personalize this campaign? How am I going to make sure or encourage participation and interaction? How am I going to get my consumers to, or these people I'm targeting, to communicate and make referrals of my product? And how can I then use this data that I gather to do predictive modeling to then influence buying decisions and to further market to these people using the same medium? You then have your mobile advertising and technology. And then you have your implementation approach, which is direct mobile marketing, interactive mobile marketing, integrated, and the final one, strategic, which, there we go, strategic.